Tonight's headlines: Marcos administration declares war against child exploitation. Cabinet meeting focuses on priority projects for OFWs. Department of Education surpasses enrollment target. Four areas remain under signal number 3. Number of food boxes sufficient for Florita victims. Government earmarks 1.6 trillion pesos to pay debts next year. And Philippine stocks slip anew on profit taking. Good evening. Today is Tuesday, August 23, 2022. I am Elmer Navarro Manuel, and this is Tribune News on Cue. Here are the stories for this evening. Following the alarming rise in cases, the Philippine government on Tuesday declared war against online sexual abuse and exploitation of children, or OSAEC. Justice Secretary Jesus Crispin Remulla said the administration will not hesitate to charge and prosecute all individuals who are directly and indirectly participating in the heinous crime. Officials at the media briefing said the Philippines is at the center of an industry that exploits and harms children. And while study or data on it was presented during the briefing, Social Welfare and Development Secretary Erwin Tulfo explained that it is an ongoing problem that has been left out due to the myriad of issues plaguing the country. UNICEF Philippines defined OSAEC as any act of exploitative nature carried out against any child with the use of an electronic device or any medium that can connect to the internet at any point of the abuse. President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. on Tuesday presided over the cabinet meeting to tackle priority programs of the Department of Labor and Employment as well as the Department of Migrant Workers. According to the Office of the President, the DMW's priority projects include the One Repatriation Command Center, OFW mobile application, and the National Reintegration Program. To recall, the President in his first State of the Nation address directed the DMW and the Department of Information and Communications Technology to prioritize the automation of contracts of overseas Filipino workers. Marcos said he wants OFWs to have overseas employment certifications in their mobile phones and that he aims to further protect the welfare of Filipinos working abroad by cutting bureaucratic red tape. The Department of Education has surpassed the number of enrolled learners for school year 2022-2023 as it increased to 28.7 million on Tuesday. DepEd reported that the total number of enrolled students for the current academic year was 28,797,660, and of this number, 24,668,233 were from the quick count of the Learner Information System, while 4,129,427 were from early registration data. Calabarzon recorded the highest number of registrants so far with 3,944,335, followed by Central Luzon with 2,972,066 and the National Capital Region with 2,762,592. The enrollment period began on July 25 and closed on August 22, or the first day of classes. Late enrollees, however, will still be accepted based on DepEd Order S.2018 or the Basic Education Enrollment Policy. Tribune News on Cue will be back after these reminders.
Magandang araw mga katribu! Narito na ang mga makakasama nyo tuwing umaga sa programang Gising Na. Roy Pelovelo, Comfy Manalo, Vernon Velasco, Kim Sancha at Jerk Balagtas. Abangan ang programang Gising Na sa Facebook page ng Daily Tribune.
Ilabas na ang mainit na kape at samahan kami sa inyong pag-almusal, mga katribo.
Sama-sama natin alamin ang mga natatagong istorya sa mga latest na kaganapan sa loob at labas ng bansa.
Maaari niyo rin ibahagi sa amin ang inyong opinion via Daily Tribune Facebook page at Tribune Now sa YouTube.
Makichika na rin sa latest showbiz happenings, mga katribo.
Kaya naman, magsama-sama po tayo sa
Gising na!
In other news, State Weather Bureau Pagasa announced on Tuesday that 4 areas are under signal number 3 on as severe tropical storm Florita traversed the northern portion of Apayao. Signal number 3 was hoisted over Ilocos Norte, Apayao, southern portion of Babuyan Islands, Camiguin Islands, Fuga Island, and Dalupiri Island, and the mainland Cagayan. These areas have storm force winds that would prevail within prevailing or are expected within the next 18 hours. Winds may also result in moderate to significant threat to life and property. Heavy to intense with at times torrential rains will be expected also over Cagayan, including Babuyan Islands, Cordillera Administrative Region, Ilocos Region, Zambales, and Bataan. Light to moderate with at times heavy rains, meanwhile, are expected over Metro Manila, Isabela, Tarlac, Pampanga, Cavite, and the rest of Cagayan Valley. Social Welfare and Development Secretary Erwin Tulfo disclosed on Tuesday that there are sufficient number of food boxes for the victims of severe tropical storm Florita. Tulfo said over 100,000 food boxes for the storm victims were on standby in the Ilocos region and Cagayan Valley, adding that the DSWD is monitoring developments in the affected areas, especially Isabela Province. Earlier, Malacanang announced the suspension of work in government offices and classes at all levels in public schools in Metro Manila and nearby provinces of Laguna, Rizal, Bulacan, Zambales, and Bataan from Tuesday until Wednesday due to the onslaught of Florita. In business, the government is allocating more than 1 trillion pesos next year to settle maturing local and foreign debt as well as its corresponding interests according to budget documents. Under the budget expenditures and sources of financing for fiscal year 2023, the government is earmarking 1.601 trillion pesos for debt servicing. The amount includes 1.019 trillion pesos in principal repayments and 582.32 billion pesos in interest payments. Finance Secretary Benjamin Jokno said that principal payments are covered by a bond sinking fund or money maintained to pay off debts. Nonetheless, Jokno said that interest payments of 582 billion pesos as percentage of the 5.268 trillion pesos 2023 budget is still 11.5%, which is manageable. The debt servicing expenditures next year is programmed to be higher than the 1.263 trillion pesos earmarked to settle debts this year. And profit-taking, still due to additional Federal Reserve rate hike concerns, resulted in another negative close for the local stock barometer on Tuesday, but the local currency gained against the US dollar. The Philippine Stock Exchange Index shed 1.28% or 86.03 points to 6,618.38 at the closing bell. The broader all shares followed with a decline of 1.29% or 46.02 points to 3,531.91. The Hinang Capital Development Corporation head of sales Luis Limlingan said that local shares were sold down once again as the summer rally faded amid mounting rate hike concerns. Volume was thin at 972.68 million shares amounting to 5.67 billion pesos. Decliners led advancers at 151 to 37 while 40 shares were unchanged. On the other hand, the peso ended the day better against the US dollar at 56.07 from 56.21 on Monday. That wraps up the stories tonight. Catch us again tomorrow, only here at Daily Tribune's Facebook page. Again, this is Elmer Navarro Manuel, and you're watching Tribune News on Cue. Stay safe, stay healthy, and stay at home. Good night, and God bless us all.
We would like to thank the following: Araneta, Pag-ibig, SM Supermall, Veteran, Divina Law Offices, ICTSI, Xlog, Globe, Kia, PLDT, Cherry, Tanawan, Prime Homes, RLC, Pure Gold, Meralco, and SM Retail.
Tonight I break some promises I made. Forgive me, but these words just cannot wait. It's true. It's not you. It's not you. Tonight I close my doors inside your heart and lock them. Let them die there in the dark. It's true, I found the love I've waited for. It's not you. It's not you. Ooh, it's not you. It's not you. Promises of love forever. The pages of desires, images of us together. I'll throw them to the fire. Tonight I hurt you and tear you apart. And sweep away the pieces of your broken heart. It's true, I found the love I've waited for, and it's not.
Catch the latest news on our website, tribune.net.ph. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, Tribune Now. Download the Daily Tribune app on Apple Store for iOS and Google Play for Android to get the latest and most comprehensive news online. Daily Tribune invites you to join its vibrant community, Katribu, to get updates on the hottest news on politics, business, sports, lifestyle, and entertainment. Emoticons of the Tribune mascot Tercito are available on our community Viber.